Lilith, the first wife of Adam. We all know the biblical story of creation, the story that tells of humankind's creation and the relationship between God and human being. By considering this story, we all know much about Eve. Eve as the first woman or a female creature that lived. But what if there was another woman before Eve, one called Lilith? Friends, let me ask you this curious question. Is it not illogical or weird that God himself created all living beings in pairs? I mean female and male, but only Adam was created definitely alone. Go into the comment section and tell us your understanding about this question. Now, who was Lilith? And what is the secret heart behind her creation, and how does she relate to Adam and as his first wife, and Eve, and even God himself as well? Greetings friends, and welcome back in today's session, Bible and Facts. This is Donne Media TV. My name is FACTSdonne. Today, let us explore the unknown but interesting and captivating story and history of Lilith, Adam's first wife historically. According to the Bible, God created Adam, the first human being, out of clay. The Lord God formed the man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. But for Adam, no suitable helper was created. So the Lord God caused the man to fall asleep, and while he was sleeping, he took one of the man's ribs and covered up the place with the flesh. Then the Lord made a woman from the rib of a man, and the Lord presented her to the man. Do you know what Adam said after being given such a beautiful creature? He said that this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called the woman, for he was taken out of the man. Now, according to the history of Jewish mythology, there is a tale of a woman who defined the conventions of her time and embraced her own desires and independence. Her name is Lilith, Adam's first wife. Lilith has undergone uncountable interpretations that makes her one of the most mysterious women and difficult to be understood. Who was Lilith, and how does she get her notoriety in Jewish folklore? Now, friends, it is believed that Lilith was Adam's first wife, although the Torah, or the compilation of the first 5 books of the Bible, does not mention her anywhere. But as the time passed by, Lilith has been linked to Adam as a way of reconciling the different accounts of creation story found in the Bible, especially the book of Genesis. After departing from Adam, Lilith is demonstrated as a spirit who preys on children, women in birth, and men who ventures out alone at night. On the other hand, she is associated with the desires, independence, and the rebellion against men or male authority. The myth of Lilith has its root in ancient Mesopotamian and Babylonian cultures, where Lilith was believed to be a demon associated with storms and wind. Lilith is also associated with the idea of sexual desires and fertility, but the most well-known version of Lilith's story can be found in the Jewish traditions. Now, Lilith is mentioned 4 times in the Babylonian Talmud. It wasn't until the alphabet of Ben-Ciel, a medieval text from the 9th century, that Lilith became associated with the initial version of the creation of story. The alphabet of Ben-Ciel describes Lilith as the first wife of Adam and provides an accurate account of her story. Now, according to this story, Lilith was created by God from the dust of the earth, just the same way like Adam, and Lilith believed that both of them should be treated the same, I mean equally. Although Lilith was supposed to live in the Garden of Eden with Adam, she was a strong creature and independent one, and her thoughts as Adam's equal, since she was created in the same way like Adam. Lilith's response was, "We are all equal to each other as much as we are both created from the dust of the earth, but would not listen to one another." When Lilith saw this controversy, she flew away into the air. Now, lend me your ears, friends. After Lilith left Adam alone, she fled to the Red Sea. where she collaborated with the demons and gave birth to the 100 of demons. Now Adam began to pray before his creator by saying that the woman you gave me has run away. Immediately God sent 3 angels to bring her back. If she denies, she will set 100 of her children to die every day. But Lilith did not wish to return. The angels insisted, but she said to them that, "Leave me alone, for I was created only to cause sickness to infants. If the infant is male, I have a dominion over him for 8 days after his birth, and a female for 20 days. When the angels heard Lilith's words, they insisted again, but she saw before God and completely refused to return. And she also agreed that 100 of her children dies every day. Interestingly, every day 100 demons perish. Now back to Adam being left alone and unable to accept Lilith's refusal. Adam called upon God to create another mate for him, which resulted in the creation of Eve from Adam's rib. The story that we already knows. Now after Adam was given a new wife, Lilith was jealousy of Adam and Eve because they lived in the fullness of peace and happiness in the Garden of Eden. Then Lilith began the plot to take revenge. She transformed herself into a serpent and returned to the Garden of Eden, where she convinced Eve, Adam's wife, to eat the forbidden fruit. This resulted in Adam and Eve having to leave paradise as the result of Lilith's rebellion. She became a creature of fear and male violence. Jewish mythology associated with witchcraft, seduction, and death. Lilith is not mentioned directly in the Bible, but some Christian writers have referenced her as a symbol of temptation and sin. But in Islamic tradition, Lilith is believed to be the mother of supernatural creatures. In the 29th and 20th centuries, Lilith was discovered by feminist writers and scholars who saw her as a symbol of female empowerment and rebellion. Within this context, she came to represent the struggles for women's rights. Then, about the origin of her name Lilith, it comes from the Hebrew word Lil, which means the night, and the Lilith itself could be translated as the night creatures or creatures of the night. By refusing to be dominated by Adam, Lilith represents the power of individuals to stand firm in their own uniqueness, identity, and autonomy. On this channel, Donne Media TV, through this session Bible and Facts, we encourage you to partner with us as we strive for having open minds and discerning hearts by subscribing, comment, and share.